What do I need to know if we have separate properties in our divorce in Alabama? We've got an office in Guntersville. I mean, that's like home base for the lake house, you know what I'm saying? So we often have to address, well, we've got our home here, maybe we live in Huntsville, maybe we live in Birmingham, and then we have the lake house. And typically, it's whatever you agree to. I mean, in most cases, when we're talking about that level of assets, the parties are able to reach an agreement that everyone is comfortable with and confident in. If it goes to court, a court's going to consider the equity of the circumstances. Don't think about it like lake house, my house, this retirement, that retirement. Just think about one big pile of money. And what are the equities in the situation? Has somebody stepped out? Has there been some domestic violence? Is there significant drug abuse? Is there something else crazy that I can't even think about right now? How do we divide that big pile of money? We've already talked about in some of our other content, the home where you actually live, you know, the marital home. There's a lot more flexibility when it comes to a separate property, a condo in Gulf Shores, a lake house in Guntersville. That's really just an asset. There could be some nuance to it. Maybe somebody wants to move into that property rather than move into an apartment or move into a smaller home. That's somebody who is going to necessarily have the financial resources, or a couple that's going to have the financial resources to keep up both homes. But with divorce, most folks, the efficiency you experienced, it's not going to be what it was during your marriage. You're going to be keeping up separate homes, separate lives, separate power bills, separate insurance. That separate property may be the first thing to go. Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe that's an asset. Maybe that's a big opportunity to relieve the financial pressure on the parties. Maybe if we can dispose of that separate property, spread that money around a little bit, that makes things a lot easier over here. But think of that separate property just as an additional marital asset, part of that big pile of money that we're going to divide either through an agreement or through a decision of the court. Now, the one thing that needs to be addressed differently is, say, like rental properties or multiple properties owned by multiple LLCs. That's a whole different can of worms. You've got different businesses. Who's the member of the business, or who are the owners of the business and investors? Where have those proceeds been going? Have they been going into a separate account? Did I inherit the home that I've been using as a rental property and I've been keeping that money separately? Those are nuanced issues that might apply to your unique case. So again, forgive me, I'm just speaking generally about the typical separate property like a lake house or a condo. So if you've got a unique situation, please don't hesitate to call us, click the link to book an initial meeting with our team so we can learn more about the unique assets in your situation, put a strategy together to put you in the best place for you and your family.